Willy Wonka is a child serial killer. That's the fan theory going around about the popular film Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now look, the theory goes that the main character purposely chooses terrible children to visit his factory so that he can kill them. The theory is based on the idea that Wonka intentionally chose his victims for the tour and tempted them with a weakness he knew they would succumb to, leading to their deaths. Augustus Gloop was sucked into the chocolate river. Veruca Salt is projected down an ambiguous garbage chute. Violet Beauregard is turned into a human blueberry, and Mike TV is shrunk to 3 inches. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory never details exactly what happened to the 4 spoiled kids, but while we might have assumed they were okay, those incidents could have actually led to their deaths. Amanda, this is a wild theory, but it actually makes sense to me, and you were saying this has been around for a while.
It has. It's been going around for at least 20 years online.
Wow, really?
What's been going on before that. Exactly. I mean, like, the girl goes down the garbage chute. You know, one it's with squirrels and one it's with golden geese. But it's like, yeah, where do you think they're going? Like, she's a bad egg, so she's going to the furnace. Like, they're being killed. I mean, in the Johnny Depp version, they actually come out at the end and are met by the cheering crowds. But it's. I don't know why people love these movies. I
love this movie.
Horrible.
I love Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's one of my all-time favourite movies. That's why, and I'm 20 years behind on the internet, obviously, but I read this today and I said to you, we've got to include this because I just loved the theory because it actually does make sense in a way. Here's this guy getting rid of these bad eggs.
Yeah, I mean, why would he want these sorts of people to run his company? Wasn't this the whole reason that he kicked humans out to begin with? It was because he didn't want people stealing secrets and stuff. So, I mean, you know, I just, except for the train ride, which I love because it's gory and gross and terrifying. I love that scene.
The boat ride.
Other than that, it's, yeah, love it.
And that was always the scene I hated as a kid.
That's why we go together so well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is something that a lot of people have sort of said, hang on a sec, what happened to the other kids? And it's sad that we don't actually have a conclusion. I don't know if one of the other books sort of says that they turned up and they're now Oompa Loompas or something. I don't know. But it is something that I think a lot of us have sort of thought about over the years, what happened to the other kids? Because he literally says, you know, I don't think
yes, but he was playing it up. He was joking. He was saying, they've gone down to the furnace, but it is Tuesday, so it might be the off day. You know, like, it's this random guy who's trying to put the fear in them, but you figured, as a kid, he actually had a heart of gold, like we saw at the end when he gave Charlie the Chocolate Factory.
No, because he goes off at Charlie first, and that's horrible.
Yes.
That scene terrifies me, where his hair's going all fluffy everywhere. I hate that scene. You know, you get nothing. It's like, it's just awful. I'm sorry. You know what I'm like?
You
like
get
Disney
nothing, sir! Nothing!
Yeah, exactly. And that room is all half cut. It looks like it's from A Clockwork Orange, that whole scene. I don't get it. I don't understand that children are allowed to watch these movies. I mean, he can get decapitated. I mean, he's trying to terrorise these children. This is about psychological torture before that. I mean,
sure. I agree with that.
Because, you know, we can go into the whole thing that when they go on the boat ride, Augustus Gloop and his mother didn't actually have a seat on the boat, so they knew that they weren't going to make. So,
Never thought of that.
Carefully planned strategic events. And then on the train thing as well, that there's not enough seats there. If you watch what they're doing, there is areas where it's like, yep, he knew he was going to have people dead by now. So it is a serial killer movie. Maybe I should add it to my website of serial killer movies. But I just... it's been around forever. And yes, I think we need to know what happened to those children. The Johnny Depp version was crap. Sorry, guys, but I think that they're sort of giving us a rosy ending, though the Violet girl ended up really stretched and long because they sort of stretched her out, which was
yeah. We ignore that. I can be convinced. I thought the whole movie was about teaching us life lessons about not overeating, not stealing things. You know, it was a movie meant to teach us to be good kids and we could one day win a chocolate factory. No? Just me
No.
then. Okay. You're probably right about the serial killer thing.